importance of reps or you need more reps. This is Thoughts from 5D. I'm Otis 5D. So I've just been thinking a lot about, like, what am I getting out of what I'm doing? That's not really true, but something like that. And because right now I would say my tangible rewards for what I'm doing are minimal at best. I have very few comments, very few likes, very few anything. And, when you're in that situation and you don't want to give up, you want to keep going, you have to look for like the wins, right? What are the wins? And one of the wins that I see is that like I'm getting better at the act of doing this. This is a very technical thing. Like the act of doing all of this, multi-streaming, etc. And when I first started, it was very discombobulating, all the camera switching and press this for that and that for this and this hotkey and that hotkey. And just now, just starting right here, for the first time, I was not very discombobulated in getting everything going. And I genuinely think that like the recording of this exact video that you're watching is the first time that like the full thing that I'm doing, the technical aspect of it has not been on my mind, because I noticed that as the technical aspects, like as my reach began to exceed my grasp, and I'm like, okay, well, I got this down technically. Well, what if I add this technical complexity? And the downside of that, which was okay, the temporary downside, was that the content dropped from being like 100% of my focus to about 60 to 80% of my focus, because 20 to 40% of my focus was on like, are the technical things working? Is everything actually happening? Did I forget anything? And, it's like it's doozying. And I feel that like fading away now. And so it's like you get back to the content, right, which is the goal. I was watching a video about, practicing musical instruments. And, they were talking about, like, especially as an adult learner, but really just for anybody, the big hurdle you have to overcome is like, are you willing to put in the hours on the dexterity drills required for like plucking the guitar or like hitting the multiple drums at the right rhythm, or, playing your chords and your inversions on the piano, etc. Because if you're willing to do that and you get those things down, now you can like go back to the content, you can go back to the self-expression, but like you need reps. And in that video, I'm kind of stealing the idea, but it's been on my mind anyway, so I'm looking at it as like a synchronicity rather than a complete bite. Is, like 1 hour of practice is worth 99 hours of research. I don't know if I like totally agree with that, but I like the gist of it, which is that the way you get better at things is doing them. And so the question to me as an adult is, what can you actually get yourself to do? A lot of people are focused on like joy and excitement and like what Brian Johnson is doing, or something like this. But the way I look at things, and this is probably a testament to like my awfulness, is like, what can I actually get myself to do? What are the actions that I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do it again today, and I'll repeat that like day after day after day. Because whatever that thing is the thing you're going to like get better and better at. And the thing you get better and better at is like effectively like what you are. What is Ben Horowitz's second book called? Like, what you do is who you are, something like that. And so anyway, I just noticed in the act of doing this streaming and video content, like, I see day by day the value of the reps. And unlike most of the things I do, where I also see the value of the reps, those things are so internal. Like there's no one to talk to about them. But because this thing is like inherently social, where like the minute you're getting better at something, you're live on the internet talking. And so it's, I don't know, there's something like it's more on the tip of your tongue, like, oh wow, like I'm getting better at this. I can see it, you know. So let's see, is there anything more than that? I don't think so. But I definitely want to just reiterate for no reason in particular, just like because I'm like a long-winded person that apparently like wastes people's time once they've already gotten the point, that like reps really do add up. And I think, actually, I'm kind of repeating, but still, I think it's good and it's said a little differently. I think rather than thinking like, okay, so reps add up, so I want to learn Japanese, so I'll get reps at Japanese. I think it's better to just look at the thing that you can get yourself to do. Like try a bunch of stuff and see which thing you can actually keep forcing yourself to do and just focus on getting reps at that. I don't know if that's good advice, but I think it's practical. I think it's pragmatic advice, because I know so many people, myself included, with like big dreams about what they're going to do one day as their life passes them by, when they could be like enjoying the fact that they're getting reps at the thing they're currently doing as we speak. Go fuck yourself. Peace.
Otis5D.xyz.
Go fuck yourself.